Good morning, everybody. Channel 3 Eyewitness News on the air a little bit earlier for you this morning, joined by meteorologist Mark Dixon this morning. Very nice to have you in the studio.
It's great to be here, of course.
And you're going to be here we're both going to be here through the duration of the day.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
This is a long duration storm. While you might be looking out the window right now going, hey, what the heck's going on? There's nothing flying out of the sky. There is something flying out of the sky. It's rain and it's freezing on contact in the form of freezing rain. There might even be a couple of sleet pellets mixed in as well.
Yeah, so, we were stressing from the very beginning that this was not going to be snow from beginning to end.
Right.
And so we're kind of in that transitional period right now. And there is more snow coming,
right,
but that's not until later today and tonight.
And tomorrow morning's commute could be white.
Yes, so this morning's commute very different than what we're forecasting 24 hours from now.
And I was driving in this morning. You got to be real careful out there. Our Channel 3 early warning dual pole radar, the only live Doppler radar in Connecticut, indicating some of that little bit of sleet and some freezing rain. So the roads are going to be a little bit treacherous this morning. Norfolk and Colebrook and Hartland and Barkhamsted and New Hartford. Again, you'll see that purple shade as opposed to the blue shade there. In the greater Hartford area, you've also excuse me, you've also got some of that precipitation coming down. Enfield, Windsor Locks, Windsor, Bloomfield, hitting the ground, freezing on contact. I know I saw a couple of accidents on my way in. And then you get down to where the temperatures are a little bit above the freezing mark, and it's just some plain old rain out there. But don't be fooled. There could be some icy spots in the Willimantic, Columbia area, Wyndham, down through Lebanon. That is according to our own Channel 3 early warning radar, the only live Doppler radar in Connecticut. So slippery travel, please slow it down. Slow it down. Give yourself lots of distance between you and that car in front of you, and keep your headlights on all day today for safety. That certainly is going to help. Snowfall totals, we've gotten as much as 7.8 inches in North Granby. I know you're looking out the window and along the shoreline going, what's he talking about? Yeah, there is some snow up here in northern Connecticut. East Woodstock, Jan reporting 6 inches. You can see there 5s and 4s, and then you get to Wethersfield 1.5. So this is what we're going to call for by the time the storm wraps up tomorrow morning. 2 to 4 inches for parts of southeast Connecticut, 4 to 8 in central. And, you got to give us a leeway of an inch or two in either direction. There could be some smaller amounts in certain towns, some higher amounts in others. And then up there in that northwest corner, anywhere from 6 to 12 inches. Winter weather advisory in effect for everybody shaded in the purple. And a winter storm warning in effect for northern Fairfield County and for all of Litchfield County. And a coastal flood advisory. This expires in about 45 minutes, but we did want to bring it to your attention. You might see a tide that is a little bit normally higher than normal, I should say. All right, so as we run you through the day, it's a long duration storm now through tomorrow morning. Several commutes are going to be impacted. This morning's commute, this evening's commute, and tomorrow morning's commute. Snow. Icy mix, rain, then back to snow with varying intensities tonight. And for more on the visibilities out there this morning, we're going to send it on over to meteorologist Mark Dixon. Mark, not too great in parts of the state. I got to be honest with you. I did notice some reduced visibility on my way in as well.
Yeah, we've got the drizzle. We've got the rain out there that's freezing on contact as temperatures at the surface is the big story this morning, because we've had some milder air aloft come in. That's why it's not snow from the cloud all the way to the ground. So those were 33 in Hartford, 30 Torrington, 32 Windsor Locks, also in Meriden. Meriden and Danbury yesterday before midnight getting around 1/4 of an inch of ice. So that's what we're waking up to this morning, with even more on top of that, because we've had this ongoing drizzle with temperatures at or below freezing across much of interior Connecticut, especially along and northwest of I-84. Along the shoreline, we're above freezing by a couple of degrees, but the wind is certainly up as well, making it feel even colder. Northeasterly winds at around 5 to 15 miles an hour, times gusting between 20 and 30 miles an hour. So our eye-can view from New London showing it's a certainly wet go of it there. You can see, again, not the best visibility looking live from Hartford. And the snow from yesterday, you can see transition over to that mix. A bit of a lull and then filling in just a bit in the last few frames of this animation. So it's a long duration storm. It's going to be with us through early tomorrow morning. Here's a look at Futurecast at 7 o'clock this morning. Perhaps getting a little snow along the northwest of 84, primarily rain throughout southeastern Connecticut. But as we head toward noon and points thereafter, notice how that snow and mix line pushes to the southeast. That's because temperatures get a little bit colder, and we do expect that transition back over to snow statewide, say 8, 9 o'clock tonight, and even into the early overnight hours of tomorrow, looking for that snow to be around, with tapering off as we head toward the morning commute time. Scott.
All right, so your forecast for today calls for highs in the low. The temperatures really aren't going to go very far from where they are at all. They might climb a little bit more along the shoreline, getting up to about 40 in New Haven, but you'll see the temperatures there in the low to mid 30s, and then they'll start dropping back, and then your 7-day forecast forecast includes that winter weather. We've got that early warning weather alert in effect until tomorrow morning, and then things gradually get better during the day tomorrow. So the rest of the week looks cold, with the exception of Friday, a little bit of a moderation there with some snow showers and rain showers, and then the weekend, another cold day on Saturday. We'll have more on that 7-day forecast coming up